What's going on, guys? Midwest Tokusatsu here, back with another news video. Today it's not too much, we just have a little bit of Power Rangers, a little bit of Kamen Rider, and some Ultraman for you. So, starting things off, we have some new Lightning Collection reveals after a long while. So first up we have the Jason and Trini swapped colors 2-pack, so it's that time in the comic where Jason switched to yellow and Trini switched to red, and it comes with a couple of updates too. The first of which being the MMPR red helmet, which, as you know, on the initial release, the helmet didn't look quite right. Like, it looked kind of squished and a little bit awkward, whereas this one looks to be much more well-rounded, albeit it is a bit bigger on the female body. Although that's not really a problem for me, because, I mean, I'm just going to take this one off and switch it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And also, for those of you, myself included, for those of you that want to properly represent Zyuranger with a male yellow body, you can totally do that with this. And I know that us as a fandom tend to be fatigued on MMPR. And I do my best to try and understand that it is what sells the brand. But I mean, with a release like this, I really can't get mad at this because it does make sense in the grand scheme of things. You get your corrected Red Ranger helmet, plus you get the male yellow body, so it's kind of a win-win in this case. So then the next reveal after that was the Lightning Collection Lord Drakkon helmet. And, in all honesty, like, this looks really good, all things considered. Like, I'd imagine that they just kind of, like, took the base of the White Ranger helmet and just, like, kind of plastered, you know, Drakkon's faceplate on there, and also gave it a red visor, of course. But recycled parts aside, this looks really, really cool. And while I didn't pre-order it, I might get this like just when it releases, or maybe even get it on sale when it's like maybe 50 or 60 bucks. So now moving on to Kamen Rider, we have our first look at some of the aesthetics for the upcoming Black Sun series. So this is kind of like the reboot of Kamen Rider Black. And here we have our first look, well, not first looks, but a better look at Black and Shadow Moon. So it seems to be like they're going for kind of like that SIC look. And for those of you that don't know what that is, SIC is this figure line from Bandai where it's like a more stylized version of the Riders. Like, the only one I have is Ichigo, as you can see right here. But yeah, like, that does seem to be the style that they're trying to go for here. And then on top of that, we also have a look at their bikes. So Black's is Battle Hopper, and then the next one, I thought this was Road Sector at first, which was Black's second bike in this series, because I thought I saw someone else mention that it was Road Sector, but apparently not. This is just Shadow Moon's bike, and with it being just somewhat of a plain silver, I could see why. It makes sense. And these images, by the way, are being provided via Tokusatsu Network from Ben Murdoch, so the link will be in the description down below. Check it out. So now getting into Ultraman. Our first announcement is coming from ukiyasi.weebly.com, and this is for Ultraman Mabius gets North American DVD release. So this is going to be Mill Creek's next release in the Ultra series, as they do plan to release everything possible, I believe. Now, me personally, I haven't watched Mabius. I've seen like bits and pieces from it, but I have heard that it is a bit of a anniversary series. And as the article states, this does celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Ultra series. But for those of you interested, it's going to go for around $40.99, and it's slated for a May 24th release. Last up, we have a trailer for Ultraman Decker, which is going to be the next Ultra series. And just like Trigger, it appears to be like a next generation Dyna kind of thing. Just like Trigger was next generation Tiga. But I'm getting beside myself. But really, this is kind of bare bones, as it doesn't really give us too much as to, like, the look of the show. And we really just get a look at the suit, which looks decent enough. I mean, it looks like an Ultraman. I mean, honestly, the Ultras in general don't really look all that different from one another. And to the average Joe, they will probably kind of look all the same. But to a fan like myself, there are really subtle and slight differences to where I can at least tell them apart. But yeah, there's not really much else to say about this other than it just looks like another Ultraman. Well, to be fair, we also do get a look at one of the Guts Select members in the jacket, and also one of the fighter jets that they'll be using in the show. But other than that, that is just about the it for this trailer. So I want to go ahead and end the video here, but let me know in the comment section down below, are you guys excited for any of the new Lightning Collection releases after a long while of not having any news? Are you excited for Black Sun? Are you looking forward to Ultraman Decker? Let's have a discussion in the comment section. But as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to like my Facebook page, Tokusatsu. We're also on Twitter and Instagram. And this is Tokusatsu, signing off.